See, water is a basic requirement which we use since morning to midnight. And rural India faces a big problem in many cities also we don't have proper wastewater collection and treatment systems. Forget about these treatment systems in rural India, there are very few. Soakpit is a porous wall chamber. It's a kind of pit, 4 feet, 5 feet wide and deep pit in the ground where you filter all domestic wastewater. So all this water gets filtered, and after filtration, this water percolates into the ground.
Hello, Namaste everyone. I am Sonia and you are listening to SMSF Connect podcast, a space where we bring you grassroots stories, real voices, simple and impactful solutions straight from the ground. I remember almost every summer when I visited my grandparents in the village, I used to see women washing clothes near the hand pump. It was also the time for chit-chatting. But there were problems like mosquitoes, health issues, diarrhea, and skin infection, often caused by open drains. One simple but smart solution to this problem is the soak pit. Today, joining me is someone who has worked a lot on this, Mr. Salahuddin Saifi, Principal Lead Water Management at SM Sehgal Foundation. He has over 25 years of experience in wastewater management project and rainwater harvesting projects across India. Hi Salahuddin, welcome to Let's Connect.
Hi Sonia, thank you for inviting me for this talk.
Thank you. Salahuddin, with your vast experience, you have seen and observed how wastewater issues impact daily life and how simple solutions like soak pits can make a real difference. So, could you briefly explain our viewers what are the current sanitation challenges in this sector for managing wastewater?
See, water is a basic requirement which we use since morning to midnight and to take care of our daily household chores. Whatever amount of water we use, most of it, up to 80%, gets converted into wastewater. And rural India faces a big problem in many cities also we don't have proper wastewater collection and treatment systems.
Right.
Forget about these treatment systems in rural India, there are very few. So most of wastewater goes into nearby lakes, ponds and tanks, etc., and finally goes to river. So this wastewater gets accumulated on the village streets and creates very unhygienic environment. It invites lot of mosquitoes, flies and other insects, and contributes a lot to vector-borne diseases, waterborne diseases like malaria, dengue, hepatitis, jaundice, cholera, typhoid. All these diseases are quite prevalent in the areas where you have unhygienic environment. So this problem needs to be solved, and these soak pits play a very important role in handling all these issues.
Right. So, Saifi, could you briefly explain our viewers what exactly is a soak pit?
Yeah, soak pit is a porous wall chamber. It's a kind of pit, 4 feet, 5 feet wide and deep pit in the ground, where you filter all domestic wastewater coming from your kitchen, from your bathroom, from your laundry, from washing utensil, etc. It should not contain the wastewater from your toilet, which has a lot of pathogens. So all this water gets filtered, and after filtration, this water percolates into the ground. So you handle two problems. One, you get rid of the wastewater. At the same time, you also augment the local groundwater resources, which are mostly declining in all the areas. So these soak pits help to take care of the domestic wastewater and creating hygienic and clean environment in the villages.
Right. So basically, it works like a natural filter.
Yeah, it collects all wastewater, filters, and then passes it to the ground.
Right. So, since you have been working from the last 25 years in this sectors, so you have observed what are the common issues in the villages?
So a soak pit handles wastewater from the household, but if it is not designed properly, considering how much wastewater is generated from a house, so all these parameters needs to be considered to design a good soak pit. At the same time, you also need to consider the soil where you are constructing the soak pit should be porous and permeable, means it should be able to absorb the water. If you have sandy soil, it will absorb good quantity of water. But if it is clay soil, it may not absorb water. Even after filtration, water will be standing in your soak pit for long time. In that case, you have to make a bigger soak pit so that the water which is coming from the household can stay there for some time and slowly it can percolate on the ground. So this is the design aspect of it. At the same time, many soak pits constructed by villages and other communities in the villages face a big problem. They initially work very fine. They absorb a lot of water, but slowly the amount of silt, soap scum, and oil starts entering into the chamber from chamber to the soak pit, and it slowly blocks the pore spaces of the soil. And then slowly the infiltration will be reduced, and you will reach a point where hardly any water can go inside the soak pit, and slowly these structures fail. So we have to avoid those conditions. We have to properly maintain and clean the timely clean the soak pit to remove all the debris, all the soap scum, all oil and sludge, basically, which gets deposited in the filtering chamber.
Right. So, Saifi, one more question that comes in my mind: in places with heavy oil or hilly areas, do we need to change the design a bit?
Of course, the design of soak pit has to be customized based on the requirement. A requirement may be amount of water which is generated from the household. What kind of soil is there, whether it is sandy soil, silty soil, or clay soil. If it is hard rock, then you have to find the porous and permeable strata like fractured areas, faulted, jointed, and weak zones, or weathered rocks. Otherwise, if you put water into the massive rocks, water will not percolate inside. So you have to look for porous and permeable strata, same as you were finding in the soil.
All right. Over the last 2 decades, SN Sehgal Foundation implemented over 2,000 soak pits in their intervention areas. What were the key learnings from their performance?
Yeah, Sehgal Foundation has been promoting soak pits in villages for a long time, almost 25 years now.
Yes.
I'm happy to share that some of the soak pits which were constructed initially in 2003 are still functioning, but many of them has become abandoned also because of lack of maintenance, lack of cleaning, and there is kind of problem with the design also in some places, like design what not done properly, considering the amount of water, wastewater which is generated from the house, or the soil conditions were not considered properly, and the infiltration rate was initially slow, and over a period of time the infiltration rate diminishes too much that there is hardly any infiltration into the ground. Then the major problem is the cleaning and maintenance. Many structures fail because beneficiaries don't remove sludge, soap scum, and oil which gets deposited in the filtering chamber. So we found that along with the design, maintenance is a major issue, which leads to failure of many structures.
Okay. So we heard you have designed an innovative solution for soak pit to handle all these problems. Can you briefly explain about this new innovative model?
Yeah, as you said, we have constructed more than 2,000 soak pits across villages of different states in India. We were facing this issue that initially beneficiaries will be very enthusiastic and cleaning and maintenance will be done properly. But over a period of time, they lose interest in cleaning and maintenance of the soak pits because it's not a very hygienic environment where you have to clean the sludge, remove all this muck which gets deposited in the filter media. You have to use a bucket, tumbler, and some shovel or something. You have to fill it up and dispose it outside. So you dirty your hands, you dirty all utensils, you dirty all tools used in it. So people are not much interested in timely cleaning of these soak pits. We discussed with the number of beneficiaries. We visited the functional soak pits which have been functional for a long time. We also visited many other soak pits which have failed within short period of construction. And what we analyzed that there were these the three issues. One, the soak pit should be properly designed, considering how much wastewater is coming to the soak pit, what is the amount of silt it is coming, what is the load of soap scum, oil and other debris, means the total volume of pollutants coming with the water. Then what are the soil conditions or the rock conditions below which you are making the soak pit? Because the absorption will take place from the porous and permeable strata only. Like if you have soil, water will percolate in soil which is sandy, which is kind of gravelly soil or silty soil also. But if the soil is clay, there will be no percolation or very, very minimum percolation will take place. Similarly, it happens in case of hard rocks also. So you have to look for weathered formations, faulted, jointed, folded formations where you have a lot of cracks, fissures and joints through which water can percolate. Otherwise, water will not percolate into the ground. So this was the design aspect. At the same time, most of the soak pits face challenge of timely cleaning and maintenance. And we observed that initially these structures are maintained for few months, but sooner or later beneficiaries lose interest in maintaining these soak pits.
So communities themselves maintain these structures?
Yeah, definitely. Communities or the beneficiaries who are making these soak pits in their household, they have to maintain it.
So you conduct training sessions with the villagers as well?
Of course, while constructing the soak pits, we motivate beneficiaries. First, for construction of soak pit, we start with awareness sessions. Why you require soak pit? Why proper handling and management of wastewater is important to cut down the cycle of waterborne diseases and vector-borne diseases. Otherwise, people spend a huge amount of money on health issues. If they fell sick, they lose their working hours.
Yes.
If students or small children they get sick, they lose their study hours, they can't go to school. So there is a big loss, financial loss as well as social loss or personal loss.
To some extent, the maintenance and operation of these soak pits are behavioral issues. So, Sefi, what are the training tools you are using for conducting the training sessions?
So we start with the sensitization and awareness program of local communities. So if you have to cut all these problems, you have to handle the domestic wastewater either at household level or at community level. If community level solution is not possible, not available due to different reasons, then you have to go for individual household level treatment. And then we engage them in the construction process also. We try to mobilize some community contribution either in cash or kind. So that creates kind of a sense of ownership and pride in the communities that this structure belongs to us. And when you have created that belongingness, then there are more chances of community managing it properly and maintaining it timely. So our team members conduct these sessions on first on how to construct these structures properly, how to monitor the quality aspects because some plumber, some mason will come and construct it for you. Some cases beneficiaries construct themselves also, so they need little more training on how to properly construct it. Then second part is on cleaning and maintenance. So they are told about when to clean, what should be the periodicity, weekly, fortnightly, monthly, when to clean the filtering chamber and how to clean it, where to dispose the sludge so that it doesn't create any health hazard in the local area. After construction also our field team members, they go and periodically check whether their soak pits are functioning properly or not. If there are any particular issues, identify the team members, they are conveyed to the beneficiaries, and if they lack any skill, any tool or any training, then our staff repeats that training for them. We also give them handouts or brochures which have proper procedure of how to clean and maintain these structures.
Is this new system cost effective compared to the traditional design?
Yeah, it is same system which is being constructed traditionally. The only change is that we are providing a filtering chamber fitted with a T, so that filtered water only goes into your soak pit, and all pollutants, soap, scum, and oil, etc., they get arrested with the help of this T, which we have provided in the filtration chamber. We have also provided 2 गेट वाल्स, 350 रुपये का एक पीवीसी का गेट वाल मिलता है मार्केट में, और टी का कॉस्ट अराउंड 150 रुपये. सो 850 रुपये एक एडिशनल खर्चा है, लेकिन इसकी जो परफॉर्मेंस है वो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है. इसका क्लीनिंग एंड मेंटेनेंस में एफर्ट्स बहुत कम हो जाता है, और स्ट्रक्चर्स की लाइफ बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है. सालों साल ये काम करता रहता है. तो कोई स्ट्रक्चर आपने बनाया जो 1 साल में ख़राब हो गया, और सिर्फ आप 5% उसमें कॉस्ट ज़्यादा लगा के उसे अगर आप 3 साल चला पाएँ, 5 साल चला पाएँ, हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि 10 साल से भी ज़्यादा चलेंगे अगर प्रॉपरली मेंटेन हुए, तो इट्स ए विन-विन सिचुएशन.
Okay. And what is the role of women in this? Do you train women leaders in the communities, or women participants in the training sessions?
So water management is a collective responsibility of men and women, but practically we find that women are more managing water resources. They spend more time on collecting water from the long distance sources. At the same time, in the household also, mostly women will be cleaning and maintaining these structures. So we train both men as well as women of the household. We try to involve all stakeholders who may be cleaning and maintaining these structures.
Do you think operation and maintenance play a major role in the long-term sustainability of soak pits?
See, any civil structure constructed requires some maintenance. Anything built should be maintained. If you don't maintain, things will not work. So soak pit also is a civil structure. It requires cleaning of filtration chamber, where a lot of sludge gets deposited, a lot of oil scum, soap scum and oil gets deposited. So you have to remove it to ensure that only filtered water goes into your soak pit. So definitely it has to be cleaned depending on the silt load or amount of pollutants coming with water. It may be weekly cleaning and maintenance, it can be fortnightly or monthly also. It varies as per soil conditions and the pollutants coming with your wastewater.
Okay. So what I have understood from our conversation is that soak pits are simple and smart solution, and the best part is they are low cost, easy to build with local material, and villagers can make and maintain them with a little guidance, right?
I agree.
So Safi, now for our listener, can you quickly list down top 3 benefits of soak pits?
So soak pits are very economical structures to handle domestic wastewater. They help you getting rid of wastewater which gets generated from your household. And thirdly, in most of the villages, wastewater gets deposited or collected in the streets only. So they contribute a lot to vector-borne diseases and waterborne diseases because they may pollute the drinking water sources also. So economically also and health-wise also, soak pit help you in many ways.
Right. So Salahuddin, how does it better over the traditional design?
See, when we identified that most of the structures are failing because of lack of cleaning and maintenance, so we discussed the issue with the different stakeholders. We visited some functional soak pits which have been working for a long time. We also visited many soak pits which have failed in a short period of time. And we also identified the issue of that people are not interested in cleaning and maintenance of the structures because it's a cumbersome process involving unhygienic and unhealthy processes. So we kind of concluded that proper cleaning and maintenance is a major issue. So we designed a soak pit so that it can automatically clean the sludge and other pollutants from the filtering chamber. So we installed gate valves in the filtering tank. So basically 2 gate valves were constructed or installed in the soak pit, One which outlet which goes to soak pit, delivers water from filtering chamber to soak pit, and another in the bottom of the filtering chamber which goes out from the house. So whenever you find that your filtering chamber is now filled up with sludge and it requires cleaning, so instead of taking out manually, you can simply open the gate valve. We have provided a key also, 3 feet long key through which you can open and close the gate valve also without touching any gate valve. We made it totally touch-free mechanism for cleaning and maintenance. So you simply close the gate valve which takes water to the soak pit, and open the gate valve which is installed at the filtering chamber and which can flush all these pollutants from the soak pit. If there is any sewage line, if any drain is available, it can go there. Otherwise, you can make a small pit, half meter by half meter pit. So all these debris will get deposited there, and they will be dried under sunlight within 2-3 days. After this, there may be some particles which are sticking to the surrounding walls of the chamber, and there may be some debris in the bottom also, which may not be flushed in this process. Self-flushing may not take all the pollutants. So you can put 2-3 tumbler or the mug water, just a sprinkler on the sides. So all the remaining debris are also washed from this chamber. After that, you simply close this wall and open the wall of the soak pit.
Okay.
So now your system is cleaned, rejuvenated, and now water will start going into your soak pit.
So this system can be easily operated by women?
Yes,
using the keys and everything?
Yes. For that purpose only we made these keys. These keys are made up of MS pipes, and they can be easily operated. They are very easy to operate.
So do you suggest any safety measures?
We suggest that children should be kept away while you are cleaning the system. We have made it touch-free. But you have to remove the manhole covers, which may be subjected to any contamination.
Right.
So it's better that after properly cleaning the system, if disposable gloves are available, you can wear those gloves and do the cleaning and maintenance. If gloves are not available, you can simply wash your hands with soap.
Thank you so much, Salahuddin, for joining us. It is really very enlightening. Even I learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you to our listener for tuning into SMSF Connect podcast. You can watch this podcast on our YouTube channel at SM Sehgal Foundation. See you next time with another story from the field that matters. You can also listen to our podcast at iRadio Live. Stay tuned. Goodbye. Take care.